Hey guys, it's Anka. Welcome back to Here for the Style. Welcome back to my place and welcome back to another one of our chats about makeup and beauty. And for today's video I have prepared a review on Fenty Beauty, which is, as I'm sure you all already know, it's the makeup brand, the cosmetics brand by Rihanna, the famous singer. And this brand is also cruelty-free, which actually made me so excited to try the products, and I will let you know what my opinion is on them. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can be kept up on what I'm doing, and please also hit the notification bell, the notification button at the bottom of the page, so that you can be updated whenever I upload new videos, should you like that. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the video. So for today's video we have 3 products from Fenty Beauty that we're going to be talking about. First of all, I did my usual drill of going to Sephora and asking for a sample of the new foundation that Fenty Beauty launched, which is the Hydra. Let me see the full name so I can tell you exactly what it's called. I have the products looked up here on my phone. It's the Filt'R Hydrating Longwear Foundation, and I have a sample of it in the shade 140, which is just the shade that I matched myself to. I haven't really had a lot of luck with Sephora matching me to foundations, so I just decided to match myself. This is the shade on my face now. I'm wearing it for the 3rd time today. I also did a full day's wear test on it, and let's go through the points that I noticed and the aspects that I would like to share with you about this foundation. So first of all, let's see what the claims are, what's supposed to happen when you are using this foundation. Sorry, I keep touching my hair. I'm in need of some touch-ups with it, so yeah, not very happy with it at the moment. So this is first of its kind hydrating longwear foundation that delivers it all. It's supposed to be comfortable, medium to full coverage, serious staying power, and natural finish, perfect for normal to dry skin. I don't know if you know this, but Fenty Beauty is famous for their very generous and complex shade ranges. So for their foundations, the other one that they have, and then also this one, they have 50 shades. And from what I could see, they cover a full spectrum of colors, going to very dark, going also to very light, and keeping it, you know, either neutral or cool, warm, according to the undertone of the skin. If you don't know this, cool when it comes to shades means more of pinky toned skin. So if your veins, for instance, on your wrist, if they show up more blue or purpley, that would be cooler skin tone. So your skin has more pink in it. Then warm means more yellow toned skin, which is generally what people tend to have anyway. So it's more common to have warm toned skin than to have cooler toned skin all around. I, for instance, always thought that my skin was more pink undertone, had a more pink undertone to it, but when I went to the makeup course, They actually told me that my skin is yellow based, even though it's so light. It's yellow based, and at most I could be warm neutral, so that would be yellow but maybe neutral. So neutral is when you have equal amounts of pink and yellow in your skin undertone, and then you are a true neutral, and you always get to wear the neutral shades in the foundation ranges, if that makes any sense. So when you have warm skin, a warm skin undertone, and your skin is more yellow, your veins will show up more green on your wrist if you look at them, and you will look great with like golden hues. You will look great in oranges and reds and all of the warm toned colors. My veins show up both purple and green, so I think I am, as I was told, warm neutral. So I think I do tend to veer more towards the yellow undertone. However, I do suit cooler tones in jewelry and clothes, as well as warmer. It all depends on the shade. Okay, that has nothing to do with what we were about to talk and refer. So this is the foundation. This is the sample that I got. As you know, the Sephora samples are quite generous, so you do get a feel of the product. You do understand everything about it, because you can use a sample up to 5 times, I think, with a thorough application. What I can say about the foundation is that this time, with prior experience, I prepped my skin. In particular, I really hydrated it. I also used a mask, a hydrating mask, prior to applying the foundation. I think I'm not very much used to having full coverage foundations on my face, so that's why maybe on first application I was a bit shocked, because you apply like a dot, and then that is enough to cover your whole forehead. Or for instance, a dot here, like this size of a dot here is enough to cover your whole cheek. So this is definite full coverage from first application. A little goes a really long way. This time, because I applied it, I hope you can see, because I applied it with such careful preparation of the skin and with so much hydration, I think this time it looks really nice and luminous, and it does have a gorgeous finish. I tend to generally steer away from full coverage foundations, just because I've never had problematic skin. I've never had acne or any type of hyperpigmentation or anything like that. So whenever I apply a full coverage foundation to my face, it's always a bit of a shock, because I find it too much. Because I think that full coverage foundations tend to make skin not really look like skin anymore. However, for this one, considering that it's a full coverage foundation, I think it looks really nice. It has a bit, how should I say this? It does look a bit too full coverage over here, over my forehead, right between the eyebrows. This is an area that is also quite dry on me. It has settled into my fine line. I do have an expression line over here across my forehead, and it has set a bit into that, so I'm not sure how I could make it not do that anymore. It has also a tiny bit set into my smile line over here on this side. I don't really have a problem with my smile lines. I don't really have smile lines. I don't know, I was just blessed genetically, I guess. So that's a bit of a surprise that I I also noticed last time when I wore it for the full, I think it was 8 hours, that it has set into this side of the smile line. On this one, not so much, just because over here I actually don't have a smile line, just none. I don't know if you can tell. So it has set a little bit into this one. I love the way it looks on my chin. Sometimes foundations don't really play well with my skin. I will let you be the judge of whether or not it is really luminous. I really like the finish. I think for a full coverage foundation, as I said, I think it really looks nice and natural and quite luminous, which is, as you know, my biggest aspiration when it comes to foundations. I haven't used any setting sprays or any other hydrating products at the end, just because I wanted you to actually get to see the product in the way it looks by itself. I also haven't set it with any powder. I have just used the faintest touch of concealer under my eyes, because I was not blessed with gorgeous under eyes. Yeah, you cannot have them all. Oh, what can I say? Yeah, so this is so as far as the claims go that it does wear for a very long time, I can confirm that it has worn impeccably. No patches were inside, it hasn't broken up, it didn't break up in any of the problematic areas. So on top of my nose, no problem. On my chin, no problem. It did set into my smile line over on this side and into my forehead expression line that I have. Other than that, I think it wore beautifully. So I think all the claims that they have are actually fulfilled by the product. I don't know how hydrating it is per se. I don't think it has a hydrating effect on the skin. However, I didn't feel anything, any drying effect on my skin from wearing it, so that's a really good sign. It is as the Lancome foundation that I tried last time or before that. It is quite perfumey, and it has a very specific type of perfumes. Of if that is your thing, if that is the type of perfume that you like, I think you will enjoy this. I think it's more of a modern fragrance, so I think I would say it's different. It's different in smell from the Lancome perfume that they put in their foundations. It is more modern, and I think I smell some fig in it or something like that. It has that modern take on fragrance. So that would be it about the foundation. I think I haven't skipped on anything about it. I think it's perfectly suited also for maybe normal combination skin. I wouldn't recommend it for oily skin, just because I think it would be too creamy, and I don't think oilier skin types would appreciate the glow that I so much love. So I'm not sure if this foundation is worth a purchase. I will definitely keep you posted about this, and I will let you know if I decide to buy the full-size product. I think I love it for a full coverage foundation. However, I don't know if I'm a full coverage foundation kind of girl. I tend to be more in the sheer to medium coverage range of the spectrum for the foundations. But overall, it's a definite like. from me for this foundation. It's definitely something that I recommend you to try, and if you are into medium to full coverage foundations, then definitely try this one, just because I really love the way it sits on the cheeks and on the bigger planes of the face. It really looks lovely. Right, so the other two Fenty Beauty products that I wanted to touch on for today, they actually come in a set. It's the Fly Baby set over here. This is the mini eye primer and liner set. It's actually her Flyliner that I have over here, and then this is the Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer. And I have tried both of these. I'm wearing both of them right now. I'm not really a big fan of eye primers in general, but I actually just wanted to try more products from this brand, just because it's cruelty-free and it's also by Rihanna, and I always find it interesting when celebrities veer into makeup and beauty. And I'm not as I said, I'm not a big fan of eye primers. This is it has a doe foot applicator. It looks like this. It's quite light, and it also turns transparent when you apply it. It's quite creamy when you first apply it, and then it dries down completely. And you cannot feel it anymore on your skin after it dries down. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just move a bit more up close and personal. I applied this all over my lid, and then I spread it out a bit at the edges using a brush. And then I applied first of all a matte transition shade over my eyes, and I didn't like how it played with that, because I applied it at first at the outer edge, as I normally do, and then I wanted to blend it, and I feel like it has created a more patchy area, and I could actually feel with my brush that the primer was resisting a bit when I was trying to blend out the matte shade. However, after that I applied a luminous metallic shade from one of my Natasha Denona palettes. I think it's actually from the Mini Star palette, the Bellatrix shade that I am in love with. I'm obsessed with it. So I applied it over this primer all over my lid, and I actually like the effect it gave. I think it made it stick to the eye area better. I think it made it look more metallic, and I really like what it did to the metallic shadow. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about this. I think I will end up using it just on the middle part of the lid, where I like the more metallic shades to pop and to look really luminous and amplified. But I will definitely not be using it anymore on the outer edges, just because that's where I apply the more matte shades, and I don't like the way this plays with them. But it might just be me, because I have a personal preference of not using eye primers. I don't think they do much, and I have had blending issues before with matte shades because of using eye primers. I will also keep you updated on this one. And then this is the Flyliner from them. I will show you what it looks like. It's very thin liner. It is a felt tip liner, so it's like one of the felt tip pens, so to say. I'm more used to brushes, so I generally tend to use one of those a little tiny bit and skinny, teeny tiny brushes. I feel like I have complete control over that method of application. However, usually I feel very awkward when I apply felt tip eyeliners, but this one was amazing. The application was perfect. I could match my two wings. I have made them hopefully quite equal in size, so in length and in shape and width. I had no problem going in right to the inside of the eye and creating a very thin line over here, which is what I love. I think it's amazing. I've also worn it for a full day. It hasn't bled, it hasn't crumbled. It wore beautifully. I have only nice things to say about this product. Let me also show you how it applies. It actually applies really nicely, but when I first put it on my hand, it did, I don't know if you can tell, and my camera won't focus, it did bleed a bit into the like the fine lines on my hand, and I was scared. I thought it would bleed on my eyes, and I thought, oh my god, I'm not going to like this. However, on the eyes it performs beautifully. I love it. I will definitely do a tutorial where I will incorporate this. Let me know if you have any ideas of look that you'd like me to do where I could also add this product. So to sum up, love the liner, the primer, I don't know where I've put it. The primer is very good for emphasizing metallic shades and shimmery shades on the eyes. And then the foundation, I'm really not sure if I should purchase one in full size. I really need your help with this. Please let me know what you think of it. Do you like the finish? Do you like how it looks? Please also go down to Sephora and ask for a sample. Try it yourself if you feel so inclined. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me once again. I also want to do hair care routine video. Let me know down below in the comments if that is something that interests you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!